The cold brew is back, and the North Face is back too. So everything is going up in the world on this fine Monday morning. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas, and today, of course, we're talking about Supreme X The North Face for Supreme Fall Winter 2024. I'm going to go over to supreme.com/news, break down each and every item releasing from this collab this week, give my thoughts and opinions on each of them, and then maybe predict what would potentially resell, what the flops will be, and of course, everything in between. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys to please hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the noty bell so you can stay up to date every single time I post and go live. We've been going live every single Thursday and Friday for Supreme and for Palace Cops. Having a great time in chat. We're also on our way to getting 10 members. So if you want to help support me for only $2.99 a month, then consider becoming a member. You get exclusive chat icons, emojis, exclusive access to giveaways, and potential early content in the future, as well as suggestions for my content, as well as the higher tiers of membership. You can join me on a video or on stream, suggest content ideas, and have me showcase your brand. I do some of that stuff already if you join the chat, but prioritizing members is always my goal. So help me out with that. And if you don't want to pay me any money, you're like, fuck this guy. Who is he? I don't trust his hat. Well, then just hit the red subscribe button and help me get to 5K. That's free $99. All right, with all that out of the way, let's get into Supreme X TNF. Here we are, supreme.com/news. I'm going to read this entire paragraph because it's pretty short. Supreme X The North Face, October 14th, 2024. Supreme has worked with The North Face on a new collection for Fall 24. The collection consists of a Nuptse jacket, mountain jacket, down-filled, hooded sweatshirt, short sleeve top, and beanie. Interesting that there's no bags, no gloves, no accessories. So maybe we'll get that part 2 later on in the season. Only time will tell. The Nuptse jacket features water-resistant, breathable nylon with 700 fill, down insulation. Mountain jacket features waterproof, breathable, and fully semi-sealed, or seam-sealed. Semi-sealed would not be good. Dry vent nylon. The down-filled zip-up hooded sweatshirt features water-resistant poly jersey with down and heat seeker trademark eco insulation. That sounds intense. Short sleeve top features cotton jersey, and the beanie features a wool blend. The Nuptse jacket, mountain jacket, short sleeve top, and beanie all feature original artwork by Raymond Pettibon. Available October 17th, available in Asia October 19th. All right, had to do the Wikipedia search for Raymond Pettibon. Never heard of him. He became widely recognized in the fine art world for using American iconography, variously pulled from literature, art history, philosophy, and religion to politics, sport, and sexuality. Hey, born in Tucson, Arizona. Shout out to the boy. Designed the black flag logo. This is a guy that Garbage Day just 100% knows who he is. 100% Garbage Day knows this guy that is in the comments. He always knows everyone in pop culture. This guy's done a lot of stuff. Very cool. Check out his Wikipedia. Latest Supreme collaborator, Raymond Pettibon. All right, let's go through all the pictures. We got 47 of them to look through. I believe the first one up is this mountain jacket with the artwork. He had a skull on it, and it says something. Whether you want it or not, everyone has to have one. 1641 through 1705. Interesting phrase. Maybe it's talking about having a head, a brain. Big artwork too on the back of this North Face. Not sure how people are going to feel about it. I can kind of dig it. Color looks good on the actual front and just design of the mountain jacket. I gotta say, Supreme TNF is best when they just have clean designs like this. Now the artwork in the back is definitely mixing it up, which I think is important with the collab that returns every year. What do you guys think of this big artwork so far? I'm on the fence with it. I do like the colors of these jackets. Keeping it simple, red Nuptse, just a primary color, no crazy pattern, no trompe-l'oeil or wild camos. And while that stuff is cool, I think this is the classic kind of thing we need to see from TNF and Supreme. All right, we got an angry dog on it, a werewolf, Blondie, slowly. What does that say? It looks like it says Blondie, 5 Blondie, and then a bunch of text. Looks like a schizophrenic's manifesto or something. Interesting. The all black one is kind of clean. In the shadows, I like these pictures too. Very cool. Also, this person is wearing the trompe-l'oeil pants, which is kind of dope. Those are going to be pretty hot. I know I was just shitting on trompe-l'oeil for the North Face stuff, but I think these pants, trompe-l'oeil, it looks good. Looks very good. Here's the back of this as well. The werewolf. Kind of a big piece of art. I wish, this is just my idea, they just did the animal or the skull, left away all the text. You know, I'm just not the biggest schizophrenic art guy. Like, it's just all the text on a shirt. It doesn't really do it for me unless it's like tactful and meaningful. Like, I have a Skizzy Mars shirt from his official merch, and one of them has all of his album titles and different lyrics. That is cool, but sometimes I feel like it's just the ramblings of a madman. And do you really want that on your jacket? Who is gonna read it? You're certainly not. It's on your back. Just my takes. I don't think this stuff is bad. I think the front of the Nupsy is good, which is more than 50% of it, in my opinion, because think about all the times you're gonna be sitting down in this thing. Yeah, definitely walking on the street, it matters what's on your back, of course, back design, but I think the clean front makes it passable. I'm not sure the Nupsy is my favorite item of this drop so far. Let's keep looking. The hooded sweatshirt, the down insulated, I believe. Gray one looks pretty good. You got the red BOGO right there, 2 little doggies. Whatever you're looking for, you won't find it here. That's kind of hard. Is that on the t-shirt? I dig this logo too, the little X. Wonder what that is from. It's like X marks the spot. The one piece is real. Who knows, guys? Smoking cigs. So cool. I mean, guys, let's be real. Smoking cigarettes, bad for your health, causes cancer, but it looks so fucking cool. So shout out to cigarettes. You guys are holding it down. Definitely holding it down in this picture right here. All right, the beanie is kind of dope. I can dig the beanie. I think the artwork looks a little bit better on the head. Still though, the square around it is making me a little apprehensive. It does kind of look like a piece of paper stapled to the beanie. I'm just like on the fence with this collab with the artwork. All right, we got the product shots right here. Let's take a look. The blue one with the skull. This one might be my favorite, and it's the first one that we see. And there's something psychological about that. Want to remind you. When you first see an image of a car, let's say it's the very first exclusive colorway of a new car, it's like the limited edition that only comes out that 1 year, that ends up being the most collectible car if it was the first shown in the press release, just how it works. I think this is something that happens with Supreme too. It might not always be correct, it's probably not, but this blue one, I think I'm gonna put my money behind this one being the best mountain jacket to go after. Just because it's the first one we saw, that light blue has been doing pretty good. Black could also be pretty solid, but the thing with black is it's not exciting. There's no risk behind it. It's just like the easiest colorway to go after. And while it does fit the theme of the skull pretty well, I don't know. Could also be green. Green's been that color. This one is more of a forest green. It's less of that Tyler the Creator brighter green that we saw on that box logo. So my money right now, and it's subject to change, is behind this right here. And these jackets are anywhere, they're about 300, 400 bucks. It varies. I think last year the shell jackets were like $400, and then the Nupsies were like $450. It went along something like that, but I don't know. The black one looks really good, but the blue one is where my money is behind right now. Raymond Pettibond artwork, dope. Here's the Nupsie. There you go. You got the wolf on this one. Red is kind of tough. I think red doesn't look too bad. Of course, I love just the North Face hit right there. The Supreme box logo. Now I am, of course, always hunting for my avatar, Drip Goku. I'm looking for, by any means necessary, Michael Taylor. If you're out there, please sell me your jacket at some point when you get tired of it. That would be dope. But yeah, it's my favorite Supreme North Face stuff. I mean, mostly because of the Drip Goku meme, but I think that's actually a design where the schizophrenic text looks kind of cool. It's not very schizophrenic. It's the same thing over and over again. By any means necessary, or by any genes necessary, as Kanye said. But yeah, enough rambling. I think the Nups looks best in maybe black, and I think the reason is it takes away the outline of the artwork right here. And if not black, then I'm going red. I was feeling green at the beginning, but I think it's just a little bit too foresty, a little bit too dark for me to be excited about it for some reason. Not sure why. Now the zip up for whatever reason is also really catching my eye, maybe even more than the last two, which is surprising. I'm usually not a fan of the softer cotton stuff from the North Face. It's usually like the mountain outdoorsy jacket stuff that really catches most people's attention, but this looks pretty good. Like the shape of this North Face blank, I'm assuming, as well as the embroidery right there on the left cuff. You got black, gray, and red. Very simple. Okay, that was navy. Gotcha. Now what's on the back of this? Did we see back shots? Hold up. Of this one right here? I don't think we did. Here's a t-shirt. And t-shirt's not bad. I mean, it's pretty much the same t-shirt we get every year. The short sleeve top, heavy cotton jersey. It's usually overpriced. They're usually like 70 bucks. This one with the Raymond Pettibond artwork, I imagine will be 72, 74 bucks, something like that. It's going to be an expensive t-shirt. I don't really know what quality is like on these, but I think these go really hard. Like this artwork is sick. Just the X marks the spot and then a cool phrase on top. I mean, kudos to Supreme. Usually when they do phrases and stuff, lately the phrases have been either cringe or just too much. This is like right there in the middle where it looks cool. It's a nice design. It's pretty simple and the front just looks really good. And I think you could say that about all these pieces. Like beanies, take it or leave it. People might hate these. We get 5 different colorways. I don't think there's really any resale on these beanies unless Raymond Pettibon has this secret cult following I've just never heard of. I think the items to go for are gonna be not the t-shirts because that's personal. Maybe these zip ups depending on the artwork on the back. They certainly have some, given that they have the Raymond Pettibon stamp of approval. Oh, you know what, guys? Look at this. The Nups jacket, mountain jacket, short sleeve top, and beanie all feature original artwork by Raymond Pettibon. The sweatshirts are going to be the only piece without it. That could actually be dope. We'll see if they do anything on the back. We'll have to just wait and stay tuned for more official pictures. Yeah, even on Supreme Community, we don't have any official images of the back of this sweatshirt, but it might just be relatively simple. It would be cool if we had a big TNF logo with Supreme underneath, like a big box logo, big Supreme, big North Face logo. That's all they need to do. I think that's all they need to do for this. This looks comfy. This does say original artwork by Raymond Pettibon, but I think that's wrong. I think that's only on the other 4 items according to Supreme News. But that is going to do it, guys, for Supreme X The North Face. What are your overall thoughts on the collab? I'm gonna be honest, it's definitely not one of the best collabs we've ever seen. Not even really close. You know, Supreme, the North Face collabs aren't really what they used to be. And while we do have some simple designs with some cool artwork, I think they definitely could have done a lot more. And I definitely won't blame people for wanting to skip this week and save for something else coming down the road. But I can say it's the North Face, so the quality is going to be good. Like, I've had this Denali jacket since literally middle school, so well over 15 years now, and it just feels brand new. I've gone skiing in it multiple times, sweated in it, took a Molotov cocktail to the fucking shoulder right here, burned through it whenever I was a dumb teenager, and it's still doing right all these years later. But yes, it is a small collab, no gloves, no accessories, no bags, which is disappointing. I wish we had that stuff. And if you're not a fan of the art, then you probably won't want to cop it, but that's pretty much all it for me. In my opinion, the best item to go for this week. It's going to be tough. It's going to take probably some more input from you guys to let me know what you're feeling, what you're not. But I think potentially black Nupsy, blue mountain jacket, and then one of these hoodies will probably be all that's worth copping. The rest of it will be personal, the beanies and the t-shirt, but they're still okay, fairly decent. Not great though, let's be real. Hope you guys enjoyed the video though. It has been your boy Thomas. Follow me on X or Twitter at TomasUVT and on Instagram at ThomasFFinn. Usually post stories on there, but people DM me all the time to communicate with me, etc. Also going for 1,000 followers. So help me get to 1,000 followers in IG. I think I need 42 more followers, which is kind of crazy. So hit me up on there. But until next time, guys, it's been your boy Thomas and I'm out. Peace and Buckies. See ya.